DAE sleep with the fan directly on them. Even though it's cold? I thought this was about an artist and groupies. I have to or I cannot sleep at all. This submission has been randomly featured in /r/serendipity, a bot-driven subreddit discovery engine. More here, //11vkm96/DAE_sleep_with_the_fan_directly_them_even/. Yes, I'm looking for a replacement fan that can clip onto my headboard. Generally where I live it's usually very hot. But even when it's cold I have to sleep with a fan on. And my fan is very close to me because I have a loft bed. I could kick my fan, it's that close lol. Not directly unless it's really hot, but I have to have it on before I sleep. I've been the same since I was a kid and I'm struggling with my fiancé at night lately because he gets cold easily and doesn't like a fan on him at night. The struggle is real lol. Yes, because the silence is too loud otherwise. I need some soft noise in the background. I like it cold. I live in the hot desert, but this winter I had the fan on me while the house was 68/F. No choice about living here at this time. It's white noise. No, it's not a problem. I have also always used a fan for as long as I can remember. If it is too cold to be directly on my face, it is still on and normally facing my feet instead. But definitely have to have a fan on. The main reason why I sleep with a fan on is because I get so overheated in the middle of the night. I could start off feeling freezing. But at some point in the night, I'll start profusely sweating. Even if it's freezing. So, even if I'm cold when I'm about to go to sleep, I keep the fan on in anticipation for night sweats. Why are Redditors so bitter? Of all the things to single out other people for being bitter. Why weddings? I know plenty of people enjoy weddings, but I never thought not liking weddings was really all that uncommon. I mean shit, at least among the men that I don't know if I know anyone who even likes weddings. Not saying they hate them or anything, but I could probably count on my hands the amount of people that I know who would be genuinely excited about going to a wedding, and they're all women. You will probably find people that are living a hard life with no one to take their aggression out on. They come onto Reddit and blame everyone else for what they've going through. You also have the people who use it as a power trip to make them feel superior. Then you have loads of different generations on here. Most people in every generation doesn't understand a generation below it. I'm the last of the boomers. I understand Gen X. But generations after that are a little confusing for me. I don't expect to understand millennials or Gen Z. Maybe people are bitter, but your examples suck. Society has force-fed this idea of a perfect life through media and bullying and conformity. You're supposed to like a wedding because it's very traditional. Right? In reality, people are free to feel like the dogma and structure is tiresome if not suffocating. And they'll complain. Women are told their life is meaningless without children. A good portion will demand otherwise. With varying degrees of good and bad arguments. Same for cars. Property. You're told that these are symbols of having made it. Of course people are going to push back on the idea of putting value in those things. It's only natural. Force breeds resistance. What would you think of yourself if you hit 30 and never had a girlfriend? A person's worth isn't less valuable because they are a virgin and or never had a SO. As someone who's being around the block in terms of sexual partners and dates, trust me, it means absolutely nothing. Don't associate your self-worth with how many girlfriends you've had. I'd rather date a complete virgin than an asshole. Men ain't me since I had plenty till 15 and then I just got acne and lost all confidence after that. I didn't have sex with none of them but plenty other stuff. Also, if you didn't find one, don't blame it on yourself and be hard on you. Some people got a lucky hand, some don't, like in poker. Now I'm an addict stoner and play video games to pass the time after work. Had no GF since 7 years and TBH life is kinda empty off drugs. When I'm high or on some and have my music on, I don't care about people, haha. I try to figure out the meaning of the universe and why dogs bark and not talk. If I could do drugs with a girl, that's a win for me, smile, but I lost all confidence and am kinda introvert now. That I'd be 30 without ever having a girlfriend. Antagonizer, what would you do if I punched you in the face? And quat, me, get punched in the face. And quat, that I was gay and had plenty of boyfriends. There was an arranged marriage and I went straight to wife. That I was asexual and never desired one. That I have only dated transgender women and due to my beliefs don't see them as women but like what they are, rockin' and opos. That the last 20 years in a coma were rather boring. That wolves raising me wasn't all too bad. That I can't be loved. That I can't show love. That everyone I ever dated wasn't really my girlfriend because I live my life in denial. It's really a toss-up. Not enough information to form an opinion. What famous person didn't deserve all the hate that they got? The hot coffee McDonald's lady. The story that I had heard and believed for years was that some woman burnt her tongue a little and sued McDonald's for not marking clearly that their coffee was hot. When the reality was that McDonald's raised the temperature of their coffee way above boiling point. It spilled on her when getting it in the drive-thru. And her burns were horrifically severe and she needed skin grafts. She was suing for so much because it literally how much her medical bills cost. But so many people ridiculed her in the case for years. Rob Pilatus and Fab Morvan. They weren't told until after they had already signed the contracts and spent an advance from the record label on new clothes and hair extensions for their promo shoots that they wouldn't be singing on the album. They couldn't afford to pay back the advance, so they said they would stick with the label until they made enough money to pay them back. When the lip sync scandal went down, they got all the blame for it. Britney Spears. Back in 2007. That woman was hounded and made to look like public enemy number one. And that woman never did a single thing to hurt anyone. She was struggling with her own issues and everyone just made it worse and mocked a woman who needed help. To this day I'll support her because she's such a sweet down-to-earth woman who has admitted she struggles with her issues and just wants to make sense of her life and live as happy as she can. She deserves it. Honestly, Britney Spears. The way we treated her after the breakdown is downright sad. The fact that more people don't crack under the pressure she was going through baffles me. Imagine your life is televised almost 24/7 and you couldn't even feel sure that you had privacy in your own home. Not even gonna get into the conservatorship. We really did her dirty. Regardless of what you think about the music. She deserved and deserves to be treated with more respect than she got.